Should you take a bath in Clorox? Hi, thanks for watching. Today's Friday, Fact Check Friday, and I just wanted to do a fun fact check story because, frankly, most of the stories out there today are not that fun. If you were to Google fact check, it seems like every company is just looking at every single thing that the president says and checking it whether it's totally accurate or not. Spoiler alert, it's probably not accurate. And should you be getting medical advice from Donald Trump? No, you shouldn't. I don't know why anyone would. That's silly to me. And so the media companies know that gets clicks, and so, yeah, they just keep doing it. But frankly, it's bored. There's other things that we can fact check. So today I want to fact check a fun story. It has to do with Chris Cuomo's wife, Cristina. It's funny, Chris and Cristina Cuomo. She's got a lifestyle blog, and she talked about taking a bath in Clorox. And so we're going to get to that story from the Huffington Post. But first, I want to explain how I do my fact checks. What we do is we look at the claim first, then we'll read the story, look at the evidence, and then lastly, make a determination whether that original claim was true or not. And today, the claim is that Cristina Cuomo is promoting people take baths in Clorox bleach as some kind of preventative cure for the coronavirus. Did she do that? Let's get to the story from the Huffington Post. Here we are. Please do not bathe in Clorox like Cristina Cuomo has been doing. Cristina Cuomo has been bathing in bleach to, quote, combat the radiation and metals, unquote, in her system as she recovers from coronavirus. This is from Jamie Feldman. This was published yesterday, April 23rd, 2020. And here we go. That's Chris Cuomo and his lovely wife, Cristina. For whatever reason, it's fun to make fun of Chris Cuomo just because he seems to be such an unlikable character. And by proxy, I guess his wife is unlikable as well. I don't know. I didn't even know he was married or whatever until this week anyway. But let's go further into the story. And we go down here a couple paragraphs, and it says, in a post on her goop-like wellness blog Purist, Cuomo shared a laundry list of holistic methods she's using to tackle the coronavirus, including a, quote, body charger, borrowed from a friend that sends electrical frequencies through the body, a vitamin drip done by a doctor who makes house calls to the Hamptons, and what appears to be billions of micrograms of vitamins. Yet one method rang decidedly unnatural: bathing in Clorox. So, as I've talked about many times on this channel, most people only read the headline, and then if they do read the story, they only read a little bit of the story. And so if we've only read this far, you think that she was taking a bath in Clorox, that she had gallon after gallon of Clorox that she was dumping in her bathtub. That's not the case. We read further, it says, quote, both days I added half a cup of Clorox to my bath water to combat the radiation and metals in my system and oxygenate it, she wrote of her routine. And then this story actually says, if you're thinking, quote, come again, unquote, you're not alone, bleach doesn't seem like something we should be bathing in, pandemic or otherwise, right? Yeah. That's actual journalism there, right? This is not an opinion piece. This is a news piece, according to the Huffington Post. Come again? It's sad, this state of journalism. But it is true. She does have a wellness blog. Here it is, Purist. And where she talks about different things in her lifestyle blog, which is, I guess, what you do if you're a rich, beautiful woman. You can have a lifestyle blog. Looks nice. I should have a lifestyle blog. think it'd probably be vastly different than this one, but yeah. But the Huffington Post was not the only one to write about this. Here's the Daily Mail. Chris Cuomo's wife, Cristina, is mocked for saying she bathed in Clorox to treat coronavirus, while the CNN host slams Trump's suggestion people could be infected with disinfectant. It's an odd headline. It's really long. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But okay. But again, that's the headline. She bathed in Clorox. So the claim, did she bathe in Clorox? Well, that's what the headlines are saying. She bathed in Clorox. And when we read further on, we find out that she had half a cup of Clorox in her bathtub. Now, I suspect, I'm just making assumptions, that she doesn't have a tiny tub. They're millionaires. They've got a huge tub. Half a cup of Clorox is nothing, right? Now, I'm not suggesting that people bathe in it, but it seems like there's probably more bleach, more chlorine bleach, right, in a hot tub than there is half a cup in their bathtub. That's nothing. I wouldn't suggest it. There's no evidence at all that it does anything for coronavirus or anything else health-wise. They do recommend not doing that. But is that the same thing as that she's bathing in bleach, right? You read the headline, she's bathing in bleach. You kind of assume that she's got gallons of bleach that she's filling her bathtub with. Not the case at all. Half a cup. Big deal. But that's what these media companies do. They make the headline so you want to click on it. And when you see, oh, beautiful wife of Chris Cuomo bathes in bleach, you go, what a stupid lady. And you click on that to check out the story. And most people don't even read the whole story. They look at the picture and they go, oh, she bathed in bleach. What a dumb lady. Right? And then you read further and you find out it was half a cup. Who cares? Who would click on a headline that said, let's go back to this Huffington Post headline, please do not bathe in Clorox like Cristina Cuomo has been doing. What if the headline were, please don't put half a cup of Clorox in your bathtub like Cristina Cuomo is doing? Yeah, no one would click on that story. No one would click on it. But they can't be honest because they're getting the clicks. That's what they need. That's what drives traffic. That's what drives revenue. And so that's what these media companies do. So to fact check this, did she bathe in bleach? I'm going to say no. She had half a cup in a bathtub, but I don't think that that's the same as bathing in Clorox, okay? It's not. And if you're being fair, I think that you would agree with that. Now, is putting half a cup of Clorox in your bath a good idea? Doesn't seem like it. Is it going to hurt you? I don't know. I don't know at all. But what's the big deal? I don't see why this is even a story. This is a non-story. But the media pushes non-story after non-story after non-story because they got to get those clicks. They got to make that money. And you may think, what, Tom, aren't you doing that? No, I'm pointing out what they're doing, and that's what this video is about. This video is about stories that the mainstream media puts out, and are they legitimate or not? Well, we fact check it. She didn't bathe in Clorox. She had half a cup. Big deal. I wouldn't suggest you put half a cup of Clorox in your bathtub, but if you did, I don't think it would do anything. As a reminder, even though I am an expert and I have a fancy microphone, I'm not claiming to be a medical expert in this particular case. I'm just saying half a cup of Clorox is not the same thing as 60 gallons, okay? So there you go. That's my take on it. I would like to know your comments in the comments below. And if anybody cares at this point, probably not, But I just started posting all my videos on Instagram, so you can go over there if you'd like to share this or other videos with your friends. That'd be awesome. Have a cool weekend. Peace.